Good evening. My name is Kyle Rogers, and this is my personal vlog regarding the nonprofit I manage, an LLC that I manage, and any other little side hustles I've been doing to try and get this nonprofit I serve on the board of funded. So anyway, if you've been following my channel, thank you. And if you haven't, please like, subscribe, help support the YouTube algorithm, all that stuff. Anyway, I wanted to get on here because I haven't gotten on and done an update in a while, and I'm currently working on a criminal case, and it's a pretty high profile case, so I have to be careful about what I talk about on it. But anyway, this is now probably 255 cases in, or something like that. So I'm kind of a second protege sort of from a previous sociologist, Dr. William Brown, who had been doing expert witness testimony on capital murder cases, mostly involving military veterans, well, always involving military veterans, because that's what the PhD I have is focused on, is military total institution, or military reacculturation, or military culture. All kind of synonymous terms, somewhat, mostly overlapping. Anyway, with that comes this huge interview schedule that we administer, or that he used to administer. Now he's retired. Now I'm administering it. That's kind of his mentee. And so that's what I've been working on these last, I don't know, couple months, and kind of getting down to the wire. So trial is right around the corner. So I've just been kind of busting out, working hard to get ready. And let's see. So anyway, in the questions, we have one. We ask, let's see, if a place of refuge was offered where you could break away from non-veterans and sit and talk with other vets, would that have helped you stay in school? And over the last 12 years or so, we've asked this question to every single one of the clients. And almost all of them check yes and say, yeah, that would be great. That would help. And so that's sort of the background of the Bunker Project, the nonprofit that I run. So that's why we focus on student veteran housing, because that's essentially what that does. It provides a place of peer support where the veterans can go and rely on each other and be around each other and not have to deal with the added stress of trying to navigate the civilian society and doing college all at the same time, have a place of refuge to support each other through the process. So anyway, so that's why I wanted to get back on here about the Bunker Project, because I have been doing a sort of series, I guess, about the 5 W's, is what I was calling it. So that's the who, what, when, where, why of the organization. So that's this back here I was working on. So we're right here. I might as well do this right now, since I have been on time. And so there we go. When was the Bunker Project formed? So like I just said, it was about 12 years ago. It was formed in 2009, officially received its 501c3 status in 2010. And the focus has always been around supporting veterans in criminal justice who find themselves entangled with the system after leaving the service. And so that's how we got to the point of doing student housing. And with that is how I got into doing entrepreneurship, because I was voluntold to do the become the president and get on the board. Ooh, shouldn't see that. So I got on the board and bought this house and set it up and did all that stuff, and then realized, I kind of did it backwards. I should have went and made money first and then started the actual program, whereas I started the program and now I'm seeking the money to fund it, to keep it going. But that's what I was told to do when I had tried to seek funding originally. Was they said you need to have some skin in the game. So now I got some skin in the game. I've got about at least $300,000 or so of skin in the game. So anyway, hoping that this YouTube channel will lead to others helping pick up some of that slack, because after putting in, I don't know, as much as I can possibly put in without finding a way to bring in more money up to this point. So anyway, on the entrepreneurship side, I have the LLC that I formed, HK Ventures, and that one is focused on multifamily investing. So we have a fourplex up in Vegas that's in the process of being rehabbed. So we have 3 units that are fully rented now. The building cash flows just barely, maybe like $5 or $10, just enough to cover all of the bills. So that's the mortgage payment, the escrow, which includes escrow, that's your property taxes, and mortgage insurance, stuff like that. And then also covers the HOA fee and covers our property management fee. I know it's a fourplex, and typically most people don't use a property manager for something that small, but I live out of state. I live in Phoenix, and the fourplex is located in Las Vegas. So that gives me an opportunity to learn how to be a manager of managers, essentially, to hopefully scale up. So that's what the HK Ventures is about, is scaling up through syndication. I'll start doing more videos about syndication as I wrap up this case. But for now, just kind of really focused heavily on this case. So this is why my update is just me talking into my phone again, even though I've got the camera equipment and video editing equipment to make this a lot better. One of the things that's been holding me back from posting a lot more often has just been the comparison to others thing, seeing how great some of the awesome podcasters and videography and things like that are on YouTube. My shaky camera phone is nothing in comparison. But I realized that that's what's kind of the point of this journey, was to share sort of an opposite end of the sort of gurus, the YouTube gurus that are out there, sort of telling you, they're standing in front of a Bugatti or a mansion or something like that, telling you, if you do what I do, you can be like me, if you just buy my program. And I'm a big skeptic of that. I have bought some programs now, and so that was kind of point of this too, was to let's see if they actually pan out, or if there's actually, what I've kind of suspected, and others have suspected, that there's maybe something sinister, or even if it's not sinister, just they might not have your best interests at heart necessarily. And so far, the trainings I signed up for have been absolutely amazing. I've learned a ton, well worth the money. I would say worth more than my college degree, really. I've been able to learn faster and learn things that are actually applicable to the real world. Actually applicable to increasing my income and things like that, supporting my family. Increasing my mindset and productivity, or positive thinking, or just any of that kind of stuff. So far the YouTube gurus are legit, I would say. The programs that I've signed up for. And so the ones, I don't know, I won't start plugging them yet until I actually achieve some level of success. I won't really go through into the programs. I've already kind of given an overview of my early YouTube videos about those programs. So anyway, and I haven't pulled the trigger on a couple of them. So like I had signed up for watch trading, luxury watch trading. So I have one watch, a TAG Heuer Aqua Racer, and I was going to start with that, start trading up. So there's an industry there, a gray market industry there. So that was like one side hustle I was going to attempt. But I haven't gotten to that yet, because that takes a lot of time to create a profile and a listing profile and sell this, create a listing and all of that. So I've still got the watch. It's just kind of waiting, and I got the trainings and still going through those. What else? Doing Turo. So I have 2 cars now going up on Turo. So I have one that's already listed, the Tesla. That one's tied to the Bunker Project house, and that Tesla is available to the students. And so that's going pretty well. And then we've got a Chevy Cruze that I picked up to try the opposite end of the auto spectrums, try the the cheaper compact market, and see how that goes. So we just need to I need to get my pictures edited and posted up onto Turo, and then I'll have 2 cars going on Turo. And with that, I'm working with 2 other veterans. So we do a profit split basically. So I receive 60% of the profit since it's my risk, my insurance, my car, all that kind of stuff. I'm the one managing the app. And then all that funding, most of that funding just goes right back into the LLC's account. And then the LLC makes donations over to the nonprofit as needed to keep it afloat. So that's kind of how things are working with that. Yeah, so the veterans, there's 2 veterans that help me out with managing the Turo accounts, and each of them receive 40% of all profits off of each of those cars. What else? Then we've got the fourplex. I think I've already talked about that. So there's 1 unit that's being flipped, and the other 3 are all rented out. So once that 4th unit is flipped, or turned over, I should say, it will be ready to rent out, and that should cash flow about a little over $1,000 a month at that point, and that will keep our current Bunker Project house located in Las Vegas afloat just fine year-round indefinitely, as long as that fourplex is there and continuing to collect those rents at the same level. So that's great. So that's about it for now. Getting kind of long, coming up on 12 minutes, so don't want to ramble forever since my boring videos don't have a lot of cool cuts and scenes yet. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do better about bringing the camera out. It's kind of awkward bringing a camera out in front of other people and talking to it like this. Like, it's okay when I'm in my bedroom, there's no one around and I'm by my computer, but it's a little awkward doing this publicly. So I haven't quite gotten over that self-consciousness, I guess, but I'll do it. I'll overcome it and start filming the actual process. So I'll be going back up to Vegas soon and sharing some videos of the progress on the fourplex. I'll show the cars, things like that as we do Turo. Yeah, and just see how things progress and keep growing. All right, have a good night. Bye.